In this video, we're taking a look at the process of advancing teams to another event. This really only applies when you are having pools and you're going to advance those pools to consolation or winners brackets or playoffs, what have you. So first off, I'd like to mention that anything that I indicate with red is going to be in the Community Edition. Anything that is indicated with turquoise is what's only going to be in the Tournament Edition of KeepaScore. So first off, you will have to have established all of your different events. As I use the event switcher here, we can see that this is a very large tournament where we've got multiple different duper events. We've got duper 15, 16, etc., what have you. We can see in this particular case that we have our duper 14. Both of the pools have been completed. Pool A and Pool B looks like they are 100% completed. So at this stage, we are ready to advance those players to either the consolation round or the medal round, where here we can see that we have a 0% completion on those. This again is a feature that's only going to be available within the Tournament Edition, but in the Community Edition, you are able to view and see your stats. That is where you're going to manage your transfers, and it all happens really easily, and here's how it works. So within this duper pool 14 or duper 14 pool A, I make my selection. I click on my teams. Now, by default, what we're going to see is everything that's in the Community Edition is all of our available stats. That makes it very easy for us to see who should advance where by default. We are sorting based on matches won, games net, and then on percentage points, which is the common format for team events throughout most of pickleball. Now, here is the feature that you are only going to find available within the Tournament Edition, and that is where you have a tools. In this particular case, we're always looking for the wrench icon, and when we make a selection here, what we're going to find is we are going to find this option to toggle our event transfer. And this is how easy it is within KeepaScore to advance your players. If I make that selection, what's going to happen is it's going to switch. I can already see that one of them has been selected, but I'm going to select this, and I'm going to send these two teams to my duper medal round, and then the Jolly Volleys in this case would be the only team going to the consolation round. Of course, I have another pool, but as soon as I click on the transfer teams icon, which I have right here, that is simply going to transfer all players and teams to those events. Once they are over there on those events, whatever format you choose, whether it's a single elimination, a double elimination, playoffs, what have you, this is how you easily advance your players. This setting will be remembered, and if you do click transfer multiple times, it will transfer not the players, but it will create multiple teams. So make sure and go check that event to see if the transfer has already happened. And of course, you can always click the clear button in order to simply remove any of those events. And as soon as you make an initial selection, if I wanted to, for some oddball reason, I could transfer from my duper 14 to my duper 16. KeepaScore really doesn't care. You just basically make your selection of where you want those teams and players to be transferred to.